Welcome back. We are in Proverbs chapter 28 today, verse 9. Verse 9 says, "One who turns away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer is an abomination." So if you're not going to follow the law of man, then why would God listen to you? What's the point? Everything is not right in your own eyes. It's right in the Lord's eyes and His own, and we have to follow Him to do what's right. And He says, follow the law of the land. And so we need to do that. The only time we don't follow the law of the land is when the law asks us to forsake our God, or demands us to forsake our God. And if it says, hey, if you can't worship Jesus, you can't love Jesus, then it's like, well, no, we have to worship Jesus. It's a part of our soul. It doesn't mean we have to sing songs, because I know right now the whole COVID thing says don't sing in church. But we can sing in our hearts. We can sing songs when we're not in a group of people. We can still worship our God, and that's not illegal. And it might be one day, but I don't think it's coming yet. Verse 10 says, "Whoever causes the upright to go astray in an evil way, he himself will fall into his own pit. But the blameless will inherit good." So those people who are causing other people to fall into a pit, who are causing harm on other people, that harm is going to get revisited to them. God is fair and God is just, and the people who deserve that stuff will get that stuff. But the people who are the victims, people who are good and righteous, they will be rewarded by God. They'll be taken care of. Verse 11 says, "The rich man is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has understanding searches him out." So the rich man thinks, oh, I know what I'm doing because I got all this money, and money equals power, so therefore I have all this power. But the poor man who's trying to do the right thing is even better than that. Verse 12 says, "When the righteous rejoice, there is great glory, but when the wicked arise, men hide themselves." So the righteous rejoice. When the righteous are in charge, everybody's happy. When the wicked are in charge, you gotta kind of hide and not make too many waves, because then they'll be wicked against you. So if you live in a place, whether it's a city, country, state, whatever, and you've got a good leader, then things are good for you. And if your leader's not so good, then things are not so good for you. Verse 13 says, "He who covers his sins will not prosper. Whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy." So if you've got sins and you're just trying to cover them up, it's like nobody knows about it, that's not going to work out well for you. You're not going to get anywhere with that. But if you confess and forsake your sin, okay, I admit I did this, and I'm not doing it anymore, I'm leaving it behind, then there's mercy ready for you. Verse 14 says, "Happy is the man who is always reverent," that means honoring God, "but he who hardens his heart will fall into calamity." So if you're honoring God, things are good. If you're stubborn, then things are not good. Verse 15 says, "Like a roaring lion and a charging bear is a wicked ruler over poor people." So if you've got a wicked ruler and you've got poor people, he's going to take advantage of them. He's going to devour them. It's not going to be good for them. So it'd be best if you don't have that wicked ruler, or you get out of that place to a place where it's better. But then again, where can you go? Verse 16 says, "A ruler who lacks understanding is a great oppressor, but he who hates covetousness will prolong his days." So if you're a ruler and you don't understand things, if you're not compassionate, you're going to oppress people. It's going to be you who oppresses people are going to be against you. But he who lacks covetousness will prolong his days. If you are a ruler and you're not desiring for more power, more money, more women, more anything like that, then you're going to have a better reign. People are actually going to like you, and you'll be there long. People won't try to kill you. Verse 17 says, "A man burdened with bloodshed will flee into a pit and let no one help him." That one's kind of strange, but it's just like people who are murderers. They run away. They don't deserve to be helped because they murdered people. That's a bad thing. Verse 18 says, "Whoever walks blamelessly will be saved, but he who is perverse in his ways will suddenly fall." So if you're blameless in everything that you do, then great, God is going to save you. That's not saying you can be perfect enough to go to heaven, or if it is, none of us reach that goal. But if you are perverse, if you're doing bad stuff, you're going to fall, and you're going to trip, you're not going to see it coming. So don't do that. God bless you, and have a nice day. We'll see you next time.